Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the following video. I don't know what video number this is, but we are getting close to number 40. And the next few videos, I'm going to offer you something very rewarding. So make sure you watch that video. I am currently on Fitzroy Island. Fitzroy Island is an island located just off of Cairns. If you're wondering why I'm laying down and where I am, I'm currently in a tent. I love sleeping on tents. It's one of my favorite places to sleep. If the environment is safe, I could sleep in a tent virtually all year round. Why do I love sleeping in a tent? Well, I love sleeping on a tent because you are surrounded by nature. If you are camping in nature, and you can see my view from here, and I am breathing this in. So the fresh oxygen I get into my lungs, and in the morning I will feel fantastic. Also, I'm not sleeping on any sleeping bag yet. I'm not sure if I'm going to sleep on a sleeping bag. I might just sleep just like this, military style. And I feel very close, connected to the ground, feel very grounded, and I will wake up. Not only will I sleep less, I'll sleep maybe 2 hours less than if I were to be on a land, but I wake up feeling refreshed and full of energy and vitality, and ready to do whatever I have to do in a day. So this video is going to be talking about this island, which are very spiritual, to give you some spiritual lessons here. I arrived here on Fitzroy Island in just today at 12 p.m. I arrived by boat, and I got off the boat and instantly I went into the ocean, as I always want to do. I live for the ocean. The ocean is my life, at least for now. And so I put on my goggles, I put on my diving fins, and I went into just off of the resort here. There's a little resort. I'm on a campground, and there's the ocean. So in front of me is not really a view, but that's where the ocean is, just a few meters away. Went inside, and this is a coral reef, so we are close to the Great Barrier Reef. If you don't know anything about that, it's just a gigantic, I guess it was a big forest that was alive some time ago, and then it got flooded by the ocean, I believe. I'm not sure. And because of that, all of that life that was once forest became coral. And so I assume that's true. But here we also have some coral life just right off the beach. And as soon as I got into the water, as soon as I went into the beach and started snorkeling, I had a very profound realization. First of all, I saw fish that I have never seen before in my entire life. Fish that were colorful, they were electric blue. Creatures, I guess, like, I don't even know what you would call them. Things that just, they look like rocks, but they're alive. And huge fish the size of, half my body, or not really that big, but like you could probably, if you were to catch them, you would eat for a week. And small fish, all kinds of fish that I've never seen before, not even pictures, like, wow, I didn't even know that existed. And I've snorkeled many other places on Earth, but it's not like this. It was never like this. And then I got to a part of the coral where it's full of life, and I could actually see for the first time what is coral, what is a reef, what that actually means. Even though I've swam in Cuba and I went snorkeling, it's nothing like this, not even close. And for the first time, I could see that this coral has the most potency of life out of anything that I've seen so far. Here, 27 years of existence on planet Earth, I've been to a lot of places, visited many forests, and seen a lot, but nothing close to this. And very easily, instantaneously I could perceive that if the corals die on Earth, in the ocean, if the corals die, a life would cease as we know it. At least that's a very, like, instinctually, I just understood this. So it's bad enough that the forests are being burned and whatever else, and the rainforests are dying. That's fine, that's still okay. But if the corals die, if the coral dies, that's it, it'll be the end. Because somehow this is tied to everything. And like I said, it has the most potency of life. It is so much a life concentrated inside of these living organisms. It's unbelievable. I would never have thought that this is the case, but this is the case. And me seeing it for the first time with my own eyes, I can say that this is true. I went to Nudie Beach, it's called here. It's not a nude beach, it's just a name. A very nice beach, and water is very warm. The sun here is a different quality. I don't know what it is, but I felt like I couldn't get sunburned. So I didn't even need to put on sunscreen. I just swam all day. I swam for 4 hours. And no sunburn, and no, I don't feel red or anything. I just got tanned, which is wonderful. This is a very big island. Tomorrow I'm going to hike up to the top of the mountain here. Hiking up to any high place is always good for you as a human being, because that's where it's, first of all, it's hard to get there. That's why most yogis, they they go hike up, or a lot of people can't bother them or disturb them. And for people that actually want to know that knowledge, well, they have to put in the work to climb that mountain. That's why Shiva, the Adiyogi, stored his knowledge all the way up into the Himalayas, not somewhere next to the beach or something. Yeah, so if you want that knowledge, you have to climb. You have to exert yourself. So that's what I'll do. Probably I'll record a video from there if I bring my phone. And yeah, the forest here is very rich. I felt like, as I was swimming in the water, and I could look at the trees, and these trees have been alive for a very long time. And they're of a different quality too. They're like fresh and ancient. So that's it for Fitzroy Island. We need to take care of the coral. I will examine this further as to why this is being destroyed. I don't even know if it is being destroyed, but I know that heat, if it's too hot, then the coral becomes bleached and it dies. But now I can see there are many other factors that lead to the destruction of sea life. And of course, coral attracts so many fish. It is the house for dozens of different types of fish. And yeah, I've seen fish here that I've never seen before anywhere else in my life. What else can I say here? Yeah, I need to... This is 2023 as the making of this video. 2024 is going to be a significant change on planet Earth. It's going to be quite significant because that's the ending of a long cycle, an 8-year cycle or 9-year cycle. And the conditions of planet Earth are going to start changing for the better. So I believe, it is my sense, that in 2024 people are going to start to become awakened towards the reality of what we're doing here. Things like plastic and global or climate change, and how we're influencing our environment and the protection of our environment, and etc. Things like that. So we have to stay tuned for that. 6 more months, I believe, until the new year. And yeah, in the following video, I'm going to share some very valuable thing with you, valuable service that I can offer you. So stay tuned for that. And I guess I'll add on to this that something that I've noticed is that, once I wanted to invest in Amazon because Amazon is a gigantic corporation and they do so much good for the world, even though maybe you don't believe that, but they do. They provide a very valuable service to people. You can get a package instantly, basically. And that's very good. I value that. But as I was walking yesterday at night, I could get a sense that this company is now dying. Even though it can take as much as 60 years for a company of that size to fully, disintegrate or vanish or to be destroyed, but it is in the process of decay now. It is no longer growing. I don't believe it cannot turn back now, and it's because of the consciousness of the people. The people don't value that company anymore, or as much as they did. And it's not like you're going to go on the stock market and notice some dramatic change. It's more of like if 100 people or whatever, all the people on the planet that are using the service, all the people on the planet that are using the service, they have an idea about who they are and what they want to do and where they put their money and attention to. And just like in the ocean, you see herds of fish, and when you swim up to them, they instantly know where to go. They don't, all scatter in random directions. They have a herd mind. They have a collective mind. That's exactly the same thing that is happening with human beings. That when someone decides to change something, and when enough people decide to change, then that's it. That's where the tide goes. And the tide has gone away from Amazon. So Amazon is now a dying company.